So a lot of people struggle with even starting the carnivore diet because they may have heard about it, they may be intrigued by it, they may think this is the answer to my problems. But the thing that's getting them stuck is that partly they've existed in a space of binge restrict dieting for years. So they kind of know that once they start it, it's going to suck. They're going to have to change all the things about the way that they eat that they love. And while there's some truth to that, what I always say to people is you have to give yourself a chance to be successful. And that means doing the hard thing. So there's a reason why the carnivore diet works and the other binge restrict diets don't work, and I'll explain that. But you do have a period where you start the carnivore diet and you have to give yourself a chance to be successful because it all depends on how you entered it. If you enter the carnivore diet and you are on the standard American diet and you're eating fast food and you're eating super highly palatable foods, lots of carbs and fats together, you are most definitely going to go through a period of really intense cravings and you're going to want that lifestyle back. If you're eating a vegetarian diet, you likely are eating a whole lot of oxalates from plants and you're going completely cold turkey and eating just beef will actually make your body start dumping all of those oxalates. And that's a whole other topic that I'm not really an expert at all. But if you're a caffeine fiend and you're drinking coffee all day long, you're going to feel the effects of not having that stimulant to keep you going throughout the day. So you'll have to adjust to that. So there's always going to be an adjustment period. But the reason why the carnivore diet has been it for me and has been the diet that finally has made me create a lifestyle around this not without work, but it's because of the satiety factor. When you're on binge restrict diets, like the typical diet that we've all done from an early age, it is all about the calorie counting. And while same thing is true, actually, on the carnivore diet, you only lose weight because you're taking in less calories than you eat. But I will argue that there is a whole other host of health benefits that the carnivore has on a typical calorie restricted diet where you're eating a crap ton of sugar-free stuff, keto stuff, things with a lot of seed oils in it that still create inflammation, gut discomfort, and all sorts of other symptoms, right? But when you're on the carnivore diet and you are, yes, restricted because we can't eat everything on the carnivore diet, you at least are satiated. And being satiated is like everything. It is how you are able to be around food that you're not able to eat on the carnivore diet. It's how much energy you have to just live your life. And it's how you're able to have the brain energy to actually feel motivated, get dopamine, get serotonin, like make all those neurochemicals in your gut that affect your brain. So there's a lot of reasons why this has been it for me. But you do go through a period of having to restrict in order to get to that promised land. So just think about that probably the reason why you haven't gotten over the hump is because you kind of know that shittiness is on the other side. But give yourself the chance to be successful. If you are always complaining about joint discomfort, if you are always complaining about gut issues, if you are always complaining about the fact that you can't put food down and you're addicted to carbohydrates, it's probably your call to try this type of lifestyle, but you do have to get through the crappiness first in order to see the other side. And that's okay. You can do it. We all have a grittiness inside of us. We all are able to do it. It's just a matter of if you want to. I just heard something today that was like along the lines of, you can't say you have a tendency to do things or that you have a habit of doing things, because in essence, the fact that you know that you have the habit or the tendency means that instead of it being a habit that you can't control, you are actively making the choice to continue doing the thing that makes you comfortable but still keeps you unhappy. So you have to make the choice. You can't just say, I'm in a habit of this. You can make the decision, change your perspective, and make the choice to do something different. You can't blame it on the fact that you have this habit. And you might have the habit. That's a term that we use. But just remember, if you're aware of it, then you are also aware of the fact that you are still choosing that habit. So I hope this is helpful and motivates you to get on board and get started.